Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Condors and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here comes the maestro of this offense. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. Got room at the 35. And another broken tackle. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Condors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Might have a chance. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it on the counter. There he goes. He's piled up 87 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy is going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
On the option. Runs through the tackle. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside. It's Coleman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown Tide.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to make the tackle.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Condors decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Creates a little space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got a little grass. Into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's right. Here comes the heat. And now they've lost the ball here. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it first and goal at the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Williams throwing right, pulls it in. It's Haynes, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Play action with Williams. Firing toward the end zone. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them.
Snags it and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories.
Finding some room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the option. Slithers into space. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play fake, Williams. With the catch, it's Meadows. Smashes through the tackle. Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's right. Rushes on him, being chased. At the 35, he's got room. Slides to the ground, he got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Condors will hustle to the line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Condor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the point after is good.
Number 95, set to advance on the football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Williams on the play fake. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly on the move. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's Williams to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's second and long. It's Williams again. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third down from the gun, Williams. He rifles one deep down the right side. Got it down the field. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still first and goal. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Williams, pocket breaking down, and they got him.
And defense is about being great in the great situations, on the third downs, goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down there.
Fires to the wideout, working the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. One of the things he told me was they have not had enough possessions to get into a rhythm. He said that defense has been terrific. Their ability to run the clock, run the ball has changed the course of this game. Now to start the third quarter, they have the ball and an opportunity. It is crucial that they extend this drive, get some plays, and really try to get back in this thing right now. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
The game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Flag, 18! Flag! Motion!
Back to throw, it's right. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown saving tackle. And it'll be the Condors with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Condors are flying down the field. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Pulls it again on the option. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Defense plays the option well. He's found a little success, but not much room this time.
Yeah, I wonder at this point, too, Reese, if he's just pressing a little bit too much. It's almost as if he's aware that he hasn't been able to hurt this defense with his legs so far, and now he's just trying to will it to happen, when maybe he should be giving the ball to somebody else based on what the defense is doing.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play. And that's it. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action with Williams. Fires on the move. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. Starts to scramble to the left. Turns it loose. He's got it way down the field. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Play fake, Williams. He's looking deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. Spits it out to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Now the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Williams to the air again. Dances away to buy time. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Williams under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Breaks the tackle. Snags it, and there's running. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown tie. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Corner's going to give them room. Right on the money. Could be an alley. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Condors!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
Gets away from one. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stevens. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the wideout. They to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This took her down a little longer after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And it'll be the Condors who will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Maybe some room here. Inside the 50, the 30, at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll try it again. There's a crease. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.